Alright, and everything should be working. I'll turn this down a little bit. You can barely hear that. Alright, and then let me also get some background non-copyright background music. There we go. Okay, is that playing? Alright, that should be good. I think I can turn that down a little bit more. Alright, yeah. Alright, time to get to building. I'll have that there. So I have Precipitals Twitch stream on because I sent Event Horizon, hoping that he had sent. Alright, so this is what I have right now. I want custom sort of like actual like space little thingy. So like let's see which one of these could work. Let's see. Where's like a space looking kind of thing? Yeah, let's see. Maybe in this one. I don't know how I want to do this. Because this one right here with just 4 objects. And I could put that like right there. And then scale this up a little bit. And then scale this one down. And then I can put this thing inside of there. That works, okay. And then, where is the original circle? Okay, so it's up more. Okay, I'm gonna scale this up so that that one matches the other one, like that. And then this saw blade needs to be adjusted too. So move it down over. And then also move this one over and down right there. And then make this one white. I'm gonna get rid of that one though. Yeah, that looks better. Okay. And then I'm afraid that I'm overusing this star object a little bit. But I think it should be fine, hopefully. I think I'll be able to tell if I'm overusing it or not. And then what I'll do is I'll actually put this one out here, and then maybe this one out the way so it's less of a concern. And then put this one right here, attach it to like the end. Okay, I do not mean for there to be ads in the background. That's okay. And put a rotating object. Wait, how far out does this go? Right there. Okay, yeah, so a little bit more. And then one more, I think we'll do. So, out right there. Okay, yeah. Okay, if I make this one the parent one, how do I do that? I want it to like it moves. Okay, yeah, there you go, area parent. And so if I rotate this, it should rotate around. That does not work. Okay. Okay, and then let me add on this thing. Uh, doesn't mm, doesn't really work out too well. Um, I do like the rest of it though, so I'll get rid of this part and then figure out how to change that from there. Um, put those together for now. And I can probably take one of these too, and put that like right there, and then remove this one. Oh wait, okay, wait, okay, and then if I did that, I could put this one right here. And then that would be like why that like is why that thing is like that. Okay, move this over. I still have a small piece attached. So wait, let's get this thing. And then shrink that down. Huh. And then trying to think of how to make an interesting design with this thing. What if I put this in here? And then that's an option. Okay. So maybe put this. Let's see, 19. Scale this up. And then let's put this thing up here, right in front, and then grab this, scale that down. I still want it to be a little smaller though. Okay, wait, what if I took these? And put that in there. And then okay. Rotate this. Scale it down. This doesn't really work, so let's get rid of this thing. And get rid of that thing too. Okay. I think I can keep this design right here because I don't really see the harm in it. I mean, like, I don't think it'll bother anything too much. Wait, I get an idea. Okay, so like I know how I wanted to use the gradient before. So what if I still use it, but I use it in a different way? So instead of making it to where the gameplay changes, what if the gameplay just turns invisible? Okay, so I'm gonna push the gradient trigger down. Where's it at? Okay, place this down here. And then, 1, 2, 3, 4, vertex mode, invert, regroup. Okay, and then place this down here. 1, 4, 5. 1, 4, 6. 1, 4, 7. and then 148, like that. And I'll put this one over here. This one will go over here. And then this one, no, wrong one. This one will go like right there.
I've been needing more art in my bedroom and recently painted this canvas. However, I wasn't quite sure the best way to hang it, so I turned to ChatGPT. It gave me a list of all the materials I needed and an easy step by step. I'm so happy with how it turned out.
Okay, I didn't mean for there to be ads. Okay, sorry. 19, 19. And it says inverted. Need to move this T1. I know what that'll do is it'll make this all go invisible. And then I can put that like right here too. Okay, so I can move this down a little bit like that. Actually, I don't want. I feel like that's a little too big. Okay, so put that right there, and then it'll turn all that invisible. So originally it'll be gone, and then it'll only. Okay, so from there, I can put one of the moving objects. Where is it at? Okay, like this one. Hold on, try this one real quick. Okay, hold on. Okay, I'm gonna check something real quick. Because I sent my level in tries to put all those lower request things. So let me check. Is it here? It's not here. Okay, great. All right. Sorry about that. So. All right. So let's choose gray. How does that work? That doesn't look bad. What I could do is I could also use this one. Actually, wait. What if I feel like this is? I feel like I'm going a little up and uh, a little over the amount that I need to go. for this. So I could use the normal structure like I was planning to. Actually no. How do I want to do this? Because I don't want to like include too much variety in the block design where like it feels too crowded. Okay, I can keep on doing what I'm doing, except for I'll remove these, and then having that there already, having this thing, the circle thing, helps the variety anyway. So I can get this one, move it up here, and put it right there. And then I can extend it to like that. And then this one will go right here. And then a miniature one next to it. And this one will be on a higher, wait, on, okay, so 11, so go on T2. T1, T2, and then T3. It's a little risky, but okay. Where is it at? There it is, okay. T1. Okay, that's you. That's too much, okay. And then stretch this about that much. Move it a little bit down. Okay, T15. Move that back. B1. What needs to be behind it? T1. Where's the glow on? That's okay, it's on T1 also. And then it's the ones on layer 11 that need to go down now. So move all these down to B1. Why is this one still behind T2? I put it back in front, but that's the dark one. T1. There we go. I guess I can leave that like that then. Get rid of this one and get rid of that one. Actually, I'm gonna get rid of this and then I'm just gonna put a bigger. I'm just gonna put a shadow. Just a circle one. Let's use this one. Should work. B1. Push it upwards. Oh wait, that one's on T1, so then what are the... I thought I put this one on a different layer. I did. Okay, the shadow's just that big, I guess. Like, what if I move this? That's still... Why is that still behind, though? B1. B2. That also still doesn't... I don't understand. Oh, that's why. Okay. There we go. Did I find the GG words yet? No, I did not. Should I? I didn't. I've been waiting for the... I mean, I'm not should I? I will. I was waiting for the form to come out, but it wasn't released yet, so I was just gonna wait a little while before it released. It already came out. All right then. Yeah, I will be voting then in a second. How do the bot designs look? Do you think? Honestly, like, how am I supposed to vote between? How am I supposed to vote between Project Nova Project Nova form and Ida Carnes. Like that's just not fair. Like you can't ask me to vote between two levels that are both peak. Like it just ain't right. Like that's just not fair. The entire level. Okay, so most of it will be black and white. Um, but I'm gonna have some like monochrome kind of colors with it too, to where like it's kind of like this, where it's like faint colors. Let me remove this one. I forgot to remove that. Okay, wait, I just thought something. Okay, I can remove this, and then I can remove this one too. And then what I can do is get this thing, and then put like mini versions of it right here, and then okay, so this one, what layer is this one on? Oh, that one's on a very high layer. Wow, didn't expect that. Okay. Okay, yeah, so squish this like that, and then put black glow behind it. Okay, so and then I'll just put these over here too. Okay, no, I don't know. No ads, please. Thank you. And what I'll do is whenever it goes to like the gradient thing, um, okay, and then let's see, and then once the gradient happens, I'll turn it into I'll turn it into just like uh just, the invisible box. Okay, get rid of this, and then put that right there. What if I put this around? Put it like right like that. Yeah, that fits better. Okay, and then I mean, that also works. Okay, hold on. Well, I'm planning for this to be harder than Event Horizon, uh, and whoever. Okay, honestly, I don't. Okay, I don't plan for this to be harder than it, but like whatever the difficulty is like depends on how it's balanced. Because honestly, I'm not making this. Like, I'm not focused on balancing this right now. That'll come later. So whatever difficulty it ends up being, I have no clue. It could end up being like a medium demon, or it could end up being extreme. Who knows? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna go ahead and vote real quick. So, okay. Where is where's the format? Where was it posted? Yeah, hold on. GD Awards. I can't spell. Okay, I'm gonna switch the source real quick. Plus, um, display capture. Okay. Not that one. Actually, no, I delete this one. Okay. Windows capture, maybe? Upper GX. There we go. Okay, here we go. Okay, Rough Top Games, okay. So I'm guessing he posted it, over here. Okay, there we go. Alright, let me put this thing right there real quick. Okay, leave that right there. Okay, next. Okay, best auto level. Honestly, I'm gonna vote for Voyager 1 just because I like space too much not to. Like, even though it's like a very slow level, I still really like it. Especially the art. Like, I'm sorry, but I really don't care about Abducted. Like, I really don't. Boogie. That's what I'm putting Boogie. I like Steep and Boundless a lot, but Boogie's just perfect. Now, Ida Carnus versus Project Nova Form. Well, this is certainly tough. Um, well, like, I have no clue. I really don't. Um, I really have no clue what to put. Um, because there's Final Orbit and Aperture, but then there's Project Nova Form and Ida Carnus. Like, how do you decide between those? Okay, I'll say no on Aperture and no on Final Orbit. I really like Final Orbit, but I feel like these two are just like far better. Um, Ida Carnus Project Nova Form. Okay, so if we're going off decoration, I would say it's hard to say though because they're so different decoration that like it's unfair to compare the two. Um, Ida Carnus has a lot less gameplay, and Project Nova Form's gameplay is really fun. Um, that is if you're okay with doing 2 player. Uh, and plus the randomization. I think overall, like, I don't know what to vote for. This is too difficult. Um, I really want to vote for both of them. This is not fair. Why do I have to choose one over the other? And honestly, like, I don't really understand how these two, or actually these three, like, Funhouse had a place in GD Gangster Rap. I don't really know how those placed. Those aren't really. I mean, this one, the art in this one's good, but like, out of place, I know that art is really good too. I just personally didn't enjoy it as much as a lot of other people did. Um, Ida Carnus was like partially an auto level and partially a playable level. Um, I'm gonna go with Ida Carnus. I might come back and change that later, but for now that's what I'm going with. Best Advanced Classic. Okay, so this one is between Backbeat Revenge and Zero Exit. I really like both of those. I really don't care for Space Invaders or Touch the Orb. Skills of Shenanigans is good, but like I it's just not like it's not my favorite compared to a lot of other people's favorite. Um, Zero Exit and Backbeat Revenge though. Like I don't know which one to choose between. Um, I really like Backbeat Revenge, but I also really like Zero Exit. I think I'm gonna go with Backbeat Revenge, honestly. Okay, Expert Classic. Um, obviously, very very obviously, I'm gonna go with The End Is Here because like what else am I supposed to vote for, honestly? Um, Best Extreme Classic. I'm gonna vote for Grand Eclipse. Honestly, like the decoration in that level is just top tier. Best beginner platformer, I really don't know, but I'll do this one since it's by 16 Lord and GD Tiklos. Polychrome. Actually, no. Ooh, displacement. Ooh. Oh, espionage. No, Espia Xeon. I think I'm gonna have to go with that one. That one's the one with the giant fight, I think. Yeah, okay. I'm voting for that one. Advanced platformer. I'm gonna go with Boss Rush too. Expert platformer. I'm gonna go with. Okay. There's no other correct option besides Dead God Cult. Like that one is just the best of those options completely. Best extreme platformer. Dead of Night. I'll say. Best streamer. Okay, I'm giving this to Doggy. Like, come on, Grief. Like, yeah, you kind of have to give it to Doggy. Best YouTuber. I'm gonna give that one to GD Colon, of course. Um, 45,000 people, of course. But next is Peak. Best classic creator. I'm gonna say. Okay, so like I really like Ivy Tail's decoration a lot of the time. I just really don't like the gameplay that he makes and the songs that he chooses a lot most of the time. Um, Darwin's good, but his levels are also sometimes kind of meh. I don't really care for Out of Place much, but at the same time, the other one is good. I like the event level, but I don't like the other one. Um, I'll just go with Bippy. Actually, no, I'm gonna go with Mine, cause uh, the random verse was a really good level. It was just like the gameplay was bad in some parts, but other than that, Mine is a really good creator, and his part was also good. Best platformer creator, I'm gonna just go with that guy because it looks cool. Best classic player, okay, this one's easy, Zoink. Best platformer, that guy, I guess. All right, and voting is done. All right, now close that one out. Close that one out. Okay, and then let's turn that one off. Okay, there we go. Alright, so now back to this. Okay, so I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make I'm gonna make a completely separate version of the decoration here. So I'm gonna use this spike, and then I'll put a mini spike inside of it, like that. And then let me put that one right there, and then that one there. Move this one up. Actually, wait, hold on. Let me just put this on a different layer. Okay, and then let's see, put this one right there. Put that right there. And then whenever it goes to the gradient, I think I'll also have, I could have this, a couple of them disappear actually, so what will happen is, where's move trigger at? Okay, here we go. So, move trigger, regroup, these two, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, alright, 2. Okay, right there. So these, now negative 100. $49. What happened? Why did it move down? 149. That's supposed to move. 149. What am I doing wrong? Move negative 100. Move time. What am I doing wrong? Oh, right. I forgot. This thing. Okay, gotta put that on T3. And then I'll have to move the gradient to T4. There we go. Okay, that works. I'm so glad that I can use both of those at the same time now. Because in Event Horizon, that was like a major struggle with the decoration, as I couldn't use both of those together, and I love using both shaders and gradients at a time. Okay, so let me move this back right there. And then whenever that finishes moving, it'll make... Okay, so 20. Move that back. Okay, 150. 150. $150 on all of those. Okay. That's very quick. And then I'll also have, let's see, area tint. Okay, edit area fade. Okay, there we go. Group ID 0. I don't really know how to use this, but we'll see. What do you want? That didn't work at all. Okay, that doesn't help at all either. Okay. Opacity, duration. Oh, that's why. Because I have it going for barely anything. Length? What does this do? The range, maybe? It doesn't work still. Okay. I don't really know. Maybe I have to be in game for it. I feel like it's still like, you know what? Whatever. I don't care. Area fade. I'll figure that out later. For now, I'll just make it so that it fades out whenever I get there. And then I could also make it so that the color on this is like grayish. That might help make it less visible. Okay, so it works on that one. Did I just use the wrong blocks for the other ones? No, I didn't. Okay. Then why is that not working? Okay, so that's fine, except for there's just one. This one. What is this? I just forgot to delete that. Okay. That one too. And that I think that I can leave that shadow there, right?
Starting with a blank page can be overwhelming. Grammarly gives you a head start. Simply type a prompt to instantly generate an outline or brainstorm ideas.
Okay, I'm gonna do something a little funny real quick. I'm gonna put invisible solid right here. This is supposed to be memory level, so let's make a little memory. Okay, you gotta put on hitboxes now. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll put a solid right here, and then delete this hitbox, delete that one. Oh, wait. Okay, I think that's fine. No touch. And then I'll put another hitbox right here. Okay, and then I'll also make this no touch. So then you have to go through there. Hide that one. And then so you go down here and then you go back up and then go down again. And then I'll put like a small indicator maybe that you're not supposed to go all the way up here. What could I do? You know, I'll just let's see. So go down here, then you go back up, and then actually I just realized these hitboxes probably should add some extra safety measures to make sure you can't actually escape the level. And then I'll put one right here. And then one more down here. Right here, yeah. So if you do that, you die. Okay, wait. So turn hitboxes, slow motion. That is really, really difficult gap. Actually, that's like something that you'd see in the top 150. Okay, so gotta adjust that. All right, that looks a little more reasonable. I think I'll move this back a little bit more to make it a little more open. Yeah, there we go. Okay, and then Okay, here's what I'll do. Put one of these right here. Because without that there, it's kind of impossible to get through here. I think you can still, but it's like just really unnecessarily difficult to do it. Okay, actually, no, you can't. I don't think you can make it through there. Okay, you might be able to, but that's unnecessarily difficult to do that. Okay, that's too much. Well, that is oof, okay. Yeah, I think I need to adjust that because otherwise it's not going to be very good. Okay, so it won't be really apparent why you need that to be there. And then actually I think you can manage to do that, right? Okay, good. That works out well. Oh, what I could do too is I could also make it to right here. Instead of hitting um, the pink orb, you're supposed to land on the structure. Oh wow, okay. I guess then you'd have to jump by yourself there, okay. So maybe I might remove this. Okay, that works. That works very nicely. Okay, I'm gonna nerf that one spike because that is a little, that's just a little too difficult. No touch on that. And then I'll put a spike here instead. All right, now, Alright, I'm back. Okay, so let's finish the last of this part. Let's see, move this down a lot. Like that, and then more of these shadows around.
Introducing the new shows experience on YouTube. A new way to watch the latest series and episodes of your favorite content, all in one place.
Alright, and then so that should disappear then. Right there. Okay, no, wait. I need to put a new one. This one. Capacity full. And then back here. None. There we go. Oh yeah, I forgot. Oops. Okay. This one will go right here. Actually, it doesn't need it, I don't think. I don't know, put this one up here. Put this one up here too. Okay, those are the exact same. This one's just bigger. And then this is just smaller, I mean. Okay, so put this one right here. Rotate it. Scale it up. Yeah, so we'll go right here. And then I don't think it should matter a ton. Let's see. For that one. I mean, it kind of does. Copy and paste this right here. Okay, there we go.
I'm really trying to improve my flexibility this year, so I asked ChatGPT to help me come up with a few stretch.
I think it's a little annoying that you can like survive right here. So I'm gonna just add a spike real quick right here. Put that right there. Move it over a little bit, and right there. There we go. Okay, show box. Oh my god. Show box, there we go. And then put normal right there instead. Okay, you need to not be able to just hit the ceiling there. So, um, okay, here's what I can do. Put that right there. And then I'll have, I'll put this spike right here instead. And then, let's see, put one more right here too. What just happened? Oh, I did not realize you could do that. Okay. just happened? How did I... Oh, okay, I don't know how I did that. Alright, I think, okay, so I'm definitely gonna change the structure. But I'm gonna have to make a new custom design for it. Possibly. Actually, no, I could just use that. But yeah, I think this is a good stopping point. I made a lot more progress than I thought I would, honestly. And I'm also pretty satisfied with the result too. If I can do this at all, that'd be nice. Okay, yeah, there. And then remove the thing from that one. Okay, there you go. And then what I'll do is I'll also attach. I forgot to attach this before. Put 150 on this. Okay, so get all those and attach 20 to that too. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm writing no damage. Where's it at? Oh, there we go. And you know, I'll also put a shadow over this one too. Actually, no.
T-Mobile's Guide to
Hmm.
Step 1, get T-Mobile 5G home internet with 2-day free shipping. Step 2, get online in 15 minutes. Step 3, unpack, maybe tomorrow.
Actually, what I will do,
Get T-Mobile 5G home internet for just $50 a month.
Pro Plan. Fuel the adventure. Fuel the chase. Fuel
okay, I did not mean to have ads playing in the background. Sorry about that. I have a step trigger right here, so that whenever I get close to the to that thing, it'll fade out. And then it'll fade back in afterwards.
Thanks, Tom.
It's Tom.
Like a friend stream because I kind of lost track of time. fixing the last couple of stuff. The last couple of things. The last thing I'm gonna do is put this thing. Actually make it look good. Because I put it there and then I just kind of left it there and didn't really do anything with it. So lock onto camera. Move time 10. One, 5, 6. Alright, that looks good. And then what I'll do is I'll have this come up. So let's see. 50, ease and out. Actually, no. Let's do exponential. I'm gonna try that instead. I think it works better. I'm not sure. 157. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I think I can do a little less. Let's do 30. 1, 2. Okay, I feel like you can see the edge of it for a second. Okay, no, you can't. That's just me.
Needed some inspiration for how to wear them, so I asked ChatGPT to help me. It was so
Okay, now put them up here too. Those one more. Right there. Okay, 157. Move that. 1, 2, 3. Alright. Let's see. Okay, come on, let's see. I know, I'm coming. Alright, I gotta go in a second. Oops, where did I go? Where did I go? There I go. I'd like this to be a little bit smoother. Let's try signing out. Alright, and here's the finished result. Pause this. Here we go. No clip on? Alright. One more time. Alright guys, well I have to go now, so I hope you guys enjoyed the stream, and I will see y'all later at some point in the sooner distant future. Yeah, we made really good progress today actually, so yeah, I will see you guys later. Goodbye.